Alright, and welcome back, guys, and this is the second episode in our full gold gun guide here on Vanguard. We're going to be breaking down every single weapon class and showing you the quickest way to get diamond and plague diamond. That way, no matter what camo category you want to get in this game, whether it be zombies or MP, we're going to show you the fastest way to do it. I'm going to show you the class setups I'd use, what I'd use the entire grind, and we're going to be focusing this for solo players. I know a lot of you guys grind out there solo, and I know a lot of the guides I've done in the past show with 4 or 5 people, but for this game, I'm only gonna be showing solo. But keep in mind what I'm doing here, even though this is a solo guide, it scales up with more players. You can do this with more players. I just want to show you how I would go about it, specifically solo. But if you do want to find more players and speed up your progress, whether that be for weapon XP or just a general more kills around the map so you get the camos quicker, I am gonna have our Discord linked in the description below, and using that you can find 4 people. So if you do want to speed it up, that is definitely a tip that I would recommend doing. But yeah, going with that, today we're going to be showing off these snipers, which is definitely one of the hardest camo categories to finish off here in zombies. And using a few tricks, it's actually not as bad as it is. I think it's easier than the Cold War method just because you actually don't even really have to use the snipers for a lot of it. So here we are. We're actually not on my account right now. And the reason for that, we're on Left's account. I already have diamonds unlocked for my weapon, so we can't get any camos in the process of this video unless I was on a different account. So here on Left's account, if you look, he actually doesn't have any of these. So we're going to show you that the strategies that we're doing in this video work and are actually going to count for progression. So the first thing you got to do for snipers is the 4,000 eliminations, which is super simple. Then you have the 800 critical kills, and that's kind of where the class setup's going to come in. We'll get into that. We have the hardest challenge, the 4,000 pack-a-punch eliminations. We've got the 10 rapid kills 50 time, with a lot of people struggle on this, and we're going to have a full section in this video dedicated showing you how to do that on the snipers. Then you have the 2,000 eliminations with the result of a covenant. Then we have the 100 boom kills. We have the 100 gunner kills. We have the 200 kills with 7 attachments equipped. And then we have the 3 kills rapidly 30 times. And then we have the jackrabbit medals. And as you can see, we're going to go into this game with a fully leveled gun. And this is my recommendation. If you want to get gold weapons in zombies, honestly, it is quicker just to go into multiplayer, get the gun to level 70, and then head back to zombies. You will actually get a gold gun faster in zombies, leveling it up in MP, then heading into zombies than what you would just playing zombies. Zombies for weapon XP is extremely slow, and I did make a full guide yesterday kind of showing you how to maximize that XP if you do want to level up as quick as possible. But that's going to be my full suggestion for all these guides. Honestly, just leveling it up in MP is definitely the move. All right, now let's quickly go over the loadout that I recommend using for each and every weapon while doing this grind. Before I do that, if you're new here and want to sub, I would greatly appreciate that. And on top of that, I got to give a massive thanks to everyone who's going to like, comment, and watch this video in its entirety, as those 3 things help me and my channel out greatly. But yeah, moving right into it, and we're actually in a private match right now, which means a few things are a little bit different here. Because obviously on the MP side of things, you have 3 different attachment slots. So we're not going to be putting anything in for the ammo type, the kit, or the proficiency. So we're in a private match because this account doesn't have all these weapons maxed out. So we can kind of show you what attachments I would use without leveling it up. The first one here, let me actually take off the face cam for a second. For the muzzle, I'm going to be using the L break to get that +1 accuracy, because I really don't want the negative effects that any of these other weapons have. And you're going to find something differently. I'm actually speccing these weapons differently than what I would have for Cold War. Usually in Cold War, especially for snipers, I would highly recommend making the gun as hip fire accurate as possible. But with the strat we're going to be using in this video, honestly, the hip fire isn't going to matter as much, and we do want to be able to ADS fairly quickly because we do got to get those 800 headshots. So that's kind of what I was going for with this build here. Then for the barrel, we have the short barrel at the bottom here. For the optic, we are running the very bottom one, the iron sights, but this you get at 70. If you don't have this unlocked, honestly, using one of the reflectors up top is perfectly fine. When it comes to the optic, this one's pretty subjective. I like the iron sights on these, but this one right here, the very first one, a lot of people like that as well. For the stock, we are using the removed stock. For the underbarrel, we're using the one that gives the sprint to fire speed and the hip fire accuracy. For the magazine, we're using the 20 round drum mag on this, and I know it does make it ADS slower, but the 20 round drum mag makes this a lot easier to use in zombies, obviously. Then for the rear grip, we are using the leather grip, allowing us to ADS just a little bit more quickly. Moving past the Type 99, moving on to the 3-line rifle. Once again, if we get rid of the face cam up here, you can see that we've got the L break once again for that additional accuracy. And then past that, for the barrel, we have the very first one right here. Then for the optic, we're once again using the iron sights you get at the very end because they give that additional ADS speed. But if you don't have that unlocked, using one of the ones up here earlier on worked just as well. For the stock, we're using the Zach Custom MZ. The underbarrel, we've got the Mark 1 skeletal for that additional ADS speed. Once again, using the 20 round mags, which it does make it have a little bit less fire rate, but this one I actually still prefer the 20 round mags on. We're not going to use this on every sniper, but for the second one, yeah, I'm still using that. For the rear grip, we have the fabric grip, and then obviously we aren't able to use any of these three. Now moving into the final sniper, the Kar 98 here. Once again, for the muzzle, we're running the L brake for that additional accuracy. I just think it's the best for these certain camo challenges. The barrel, we're using this one right here, the 560mm LWS03K. The optic, we're running these iron sights, not the one at the bottom. I don't like these. I've tried these. These cover up too much of the screen. I like these iron sights, but as always, optics very subjective, whatever you want for that. The stock, we are running the short stock. The underbarrel, we are running the pistol grip. For the magazine, I'm actually not running the 20 round mags on this. This one I felt noticeably worse. This just didn't do the same damage. It doesn't really take the fire rate away for the Kar 98. It made it so it didn't do near as much damage. So I'm going to be running the 5 round mags for the Kar 98, but maybe try the 20 round mags if you prefer that. But with the proficiencies or with the covenants we're going to try to get, you shouldn't be reloading an insane amount, and this negative was just a little too much for me here. And then we got the fabric grip on it. Once again, no ammo type, no kit, no proficiency, because none of this stuff exists in zombies, at least for the current time being. And boom, just like that, we're now loaded into game. And yes, I'm going to be doing this on a controller. Normally I play on mouse and keyboard, so the movements are going to be a little funky. Don't judge me here. So the first challenge is to get the 4,000 eliminations. That is challenge number 1. However, we don't even need to worry about that because we've got to get 4,000 pack-a-punch eliminations. So we're going to skip right over the 4,000 eliminations for now. The first thing you kind of want to get out of the way for this is the headshots, because we're not going to be sniping that often here. So given the objectives, I'm just going to go ahead and do any objective. We're not going to sit and farm at the first objective whatsoever, because we need to be able to pack a punch as soon as possible. So the first thing you want to do when you get in game, we're just going to go ahead, do this blitz right here just to get it over with and finish our first objective. And now once in game, all we're going to work on is getting headshots. We're not going to try to get, I mean, I guess you can work for the jackrabbit medals, just try not to get hit. I'm not too worried about that. We're going to get the jackrabbit medals and rapid fire kills later. So all we're really going to do is work on the critical kills, getting those out of the way, trying to finish the objective as quick as we can. Obviously, since this blitz, we're just waiting, and we're not going to go out of our way to get jackrabbit medals, but if we don't get hit and get a few, nice, it's going to make it a tad bit easier on us later on. And all right, here we go. First objective is done, and yes, this is what we're looking for. Death Blow is one of the few covenants you want to look for. Death Blow and Bloodlust are the two main ones that are going to help you with camo grinding. This one isn't going to help us with covenant kills, but this is definitely going to help us so much for the headshots. Every headshot we get, we're going to get a bullet back. So as long as we don't miss, we can just rapidly, continuously get kills with this weapon and not even have to rechamber it, which for the 800 headshot kills is going to be a massive lifesaver. Obviously, since we've opened up this area, we'll go ahead and get our free perk here, but our still main goal is just doing a few more objective to kind of get the bloodlust we need and just building up points to be able to pack a punch. This time, I think I'm going to sit at a harvest event, and now that we're loaded into the harvest event, once again, we are going to try to beat this as quick as possible. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and do the first 2 rune steps, leaving it on the third one here. Now, I'm going to kind of sit and wait for a few seconds, waiting for a double points. Usually you get double points pretty early on these. And now that I'm at the last objective, once we get a double points, we can go ahead, quickly finish the objective and get double the points for it, which is quickly going to allow us to pack a punch. And now while waiting on getting the double points, you can go ahead and start making progress on getting the critical kills and the jackrabbit kills. But the thing is, we're not going to wait here forever. Eventually, if you get bad RNG, you might never get a double points. All we need is actually 5,500 points, which we've already passed. Kind of doing the different takes here, we've got enough. So if we go ahead, finish this objective, it's actually going to go ahead and give us enough points to be able to pack. And that's the main reason we are waiting here in objective number 2, was just making sure that by objective 3, we're able to pack a punch. And it doesn't take long. We haven't farmed a ton of kills here. We were just waiting for a double points, but if you don't get double points, wait for 5,500 points and then finish the end of objective 2. That way, the points you get from finishing the objective will allow you to pack. All right, there we can go. We can go ahead, pack-a-punch our weapon, so that way we can start getting the hardest challenge done. The 4,000 pack-a-punch kills, definitely what's going to take the longest. Check the covenants, and crap. Once again, these covenants aren't really going to help us with the farm that we're trying to put on here, and nor are they going to help us get the 2,000 covenant kills. So that being said, I say we just go through one more objective and see if we can get it. Yeah, as you saw, we've already got 12 of the 3 rapid critical kills. While you're getting your headshots done, more than likely you're going to get the 3 rapid crits, because all you got to do is 3 times in a row get crit kills on zombies 30 times. That's probably the single easiest challenge in the game. And there we go. Now that we're on wave 3, we've got the boom guys spawning in. Obviously, you guys know you got to get 100 of those things. Really not too bad. You just want to make sure you're shooting every single one that spawns in, but that's really not going to be the hardest part of this grind. The single hardest part is going to be the 4,000 pack-a-punch kills, and we're going to set up a farm for that in a little bit, but right now we got to get the right covenants. Kind of chilling at the very end of this harvest event, waiting for a double points. I do spend a lot of time waiting for these double points, because it does double the points you get for finishing this objective. We finish this objective right now, we will get 3,000 points, but if we wait for a double points, we'll get 6,000. In early game, having those 6,000 points, or that additional 3,000 points, does make a pretty big difference, and we got to get crit kills anyway, so I'm just kind of doing some of the jackrabbit medals and working on the crit kills, hoping to get a double points relatively soon, just because I want to be able to buy more perks and upgrade the weapon a few more times. There we go. There is a double point, so let's go ahead in this objective, giving us that sweet 6k there. Perfect. And as always, the first thing we need to do is check our covenants. Unholy grounds are going to help us out. This really isn't what we're looking for, but this is going to help us get covenant kills. Now, using this, we can start to get it, deal more damage when shooting while stationary. So every time we're not moving and shooting a zombie, we're actually going to get progression towards the covenants. And now that it is wave 4 and we're back in the hub, the very first thing you want to do is go around the entire map, look at the mini map, look for the pockets of zombies, because we're going to try to kill every single boom zombie in this area here. That way we can go ahead. Oh no. Okay, got him. But yeah, we're going to try to get all the boom zombies that spawn in here. And after you kill one in an area, wait a few seconds, because a lot of time after you kill one, another one's going to spawn in. I see a lot of people going to these hordes, killing one single boom guy and then running away, but usually after you kill one, another one's going to spawn in, so just be ready for it. I don't hear any more spawning in over here, so I think we got them. And now we're going to rinse and repeat around the entire map. Also, let's buy Jug while we're here, and instead of pack-a-punching our weapon a second time, I'm going to go ahead and buy that to tier 2. All right, and now here we are in the next objective, and once again, you guys know the drill. Since we don't have the right covenants, we really can't do much of anything. However, we do have the, I think it's the holy ground or whatever the covenant I showed a few seconds ago, so we do get covenant kills while we're standing still. I'm not too worried about that, but once again, we're going to work on getting the headshots done, and we're going to continue working on the bloodthirsties. I think I've managed to get 10 of the bloodthirsties already, but we need to have enough points after this is over to be able to pack our weapon, because it's already falling off a little bit from being pack 1. So we're going to try to do the double point trick again to help us get even more points at the end of this round. Come on, where's the explodey guy at? There he is. One thing that I haven't noted before, this kind of depends on personal preference and skill level. If you know you're going to struggle getting the jackrabbit medals on a higher round, you definitely want to focus on getting those done now, especially when you teleport back to the hub area. Between rounds 1 through 4, the zombies are extremely slow, especially in the hub area, and you can get all your jackrabbit medals done then. I'm not really too focusing on it now, because I know once we get to round 6 or 7, I'm going to be able to get them quicker, because the zombies are going to spawn in quicker. But if you know you're going to have trouble getting hit, definitely prioritize that a little bit more than what I am on these lower rounds, because yeah, you're gonna have things like the explodey guys and the gunners on higher round, gonna making it a little bit more difficult, but shouldn't be too bad at the end of the day. Oh, there we go, double points. Come on, deposit. There we go. How much are we gonna get for that? What, plus 8k? Nice. All right, fingers crossed, please. Nope. Once again, see, this is the most annoying part about this game, is sometimes this grind just not gonna go the way you want it, because you're completely at the mercy of RNG in this game. The zombies in this game is not based off of skill, it's based off of how lucky you get with the alternative covenants, and unfortunately we have not gotten lucky whatsoever this game. So we're gonna go through another round, but once again, now that we're back in this main area, look for these dudes, and this is probably the best time to also go ahead and get those jackrabbit medals. Oh, so get him. All right, round 6, please. No, I mean, this dead accurate's nice. It's definitely helpful for killing the big dudes, but it's not going to help us get the Covenant kills, and it's not going to make our life any easier. We're really looking for that Bloodlust one, and this grind gets a lot easier for the snipers as soon as you get that Covenant. But unfortunately, the hardest part about getting the Sniper's Gold is getting the Bloodlust Covenant. Let's go ahead and get the Diabolical Damage. Leveling up this damage is going to help you kill the big dudes, and now that it's round 6, we're going to start getting the big dudes spawning in objectives, and we're going to get it spawning in the hub area. So just like we do at the end of every round, we go through and we get all the explodey dudes. We're going to do the same thing, except now we're going to get the explodey dudes, and we're going to get these guys. But these guys are super annoying to kill with snipers, because the snipers don't do a ton of damage and they take a ton of shots, whereas the shotguns do more damage than the snipers and can shoot quicker. So yeah, the snipers in this game are balanced just as well as what they were balanced in Cold War. They're not a very good weapon class, but if you do want to get the Dark Ether Camo, you do have to get every single weapon class diamond, so this is part of it. That's why we're starting off with the hardest, because after you get these done, honestly, everything else is a lot easier, and that's why it's one of the first weapon categories we got. I think I still need 1 or 2 Jackrabbit medals, so now that we got the gunner guy shooting in, I think I'm going to go ahead and just quickly farm another Jackrabbit medal here. Oh, what's that for? There we go, for the big dudes in our very first hub area, and obviously every time we come back we'll get more and more. Just like the explodey dudes, getting the gunner guys is actually really not that hard. All right, wave 6. Now here we are in a transmit objective, and this one's honestly the best for getting kills. When the game first came out, I thought the harvest objective was going to be the best for getting kills, but one, not only do you not have those annoying runes, you can also line this up exactly where you want it, and there's so many one window strats you can do with this. And I'm not going to stay here too long, because unfortunately we still don't have the covenants we need. But if we had the right covenants, as you can see, all the zombies are going to come from one direction, where with the harvest event you can't really control that. But regardless of no matter where the transmit location is, you're almost always able to make like a one area where they're going to spawn at. Like if we wanted to sit down this hallway right here, all the zombies are only going to come down this hallway, which would be really good for getting any Jackrabbit medals we still need. Honestly, I might sit here for a bit because we don't even have all the crits done. So I might go ahead, finish up the crits, and we might be able to get some of the rapid kills. But without the Bloodlust, getting the rapid kills are going to be a little bit hard. I'm still waiting to get the Bloodlust to finish off the rapid kills. And yeah, here we are back at the main menu. Unfortunately, the last few clips didn't get recorded, but I ended up ending the game because we got to wave 8 and we still did not get the Bloodlust Covenant we need to make this easy. And like I said, this camo grind is purely RNG based. This entire zombies in this game is purely RNG based. But when it comes to the headshots, how many did we get? We got... oh, we're really close to 100 with that. We finished all of these, and we finished all the Jackrabbit medals. I love this camo. This camo right here is actually sick. But yeah, getting these in one game is super simple. It just 1000% comes down to whether or not you get the right covenants. We're gonna try it again and see if we can get the Bloodlust Covenant. There we go, right off the bat getting Bloodlust. So now, as you can see, we can run up to zombies, and for the first 3 rounds, once we pack-a-punch it, it's going to help us do it even more. But we can just punch zombies, and yes, punching zombies counts as a covenant kill, counts as a pack-a-punch kill, counts for the rapid kills. Essentially, from this point on, now that we've got this covenant, we are just able to punch well, we still don't have our headshots done, so let's finish our headshots first. But once you finish your headshots and get Bloodlust, all you have to do is punch zombies, and it will count for everything else. And it makes the snipers just as easy as every other weapon, because the easiest strat for every weapon is to straight up just punch the zombies. So let's finish our stupid headshots, and once it's over, we're gonna set up. We need to go through one more round because we do need a pack. But after that, we're gonna very quickly be able to just kind of AFK for about an hour and get all 4,000 pack kills done. Oh, and when you look at that, it actually exploded. Well, I heard him, but I didn't have time to get out of here. But you look at that, this game, it actually gave us the purple version of Bloodlust, which is great because now that we're on wave 6, we're either gonna need that or a 2 pack-a-punched weapon to be able to get these punch hits. What objective do we have? Ooh, harvest, and we can actually farm harvest pretty well. Once again, we still got to get the exploder guys, so I'm gonna keep going around the map getting them. But now that we've got the right thing, it is time for us to finally go ahead and start farming kills. And it's really easy past this point, but with snipers, trust me, your best bet is just to keep restarting the game until you get the Bloodlust, because unless you want to shoot the sniper for all 4,000 kills, the punching method is just going to be a million times easier and save you so much just sanity instead of just sitting there clicking over and over again. And all right, a quick rundown of how the rapid kills are going to work. Obviously, you probably don't want to shoot the gun, but all we have to do is just punch 10 zombies. And it's a one-hit punch here. Yeah, you can build them up in the menu, but obviously the zombies here in the menu don't fully spawn in like this. So we are going to go to the next harvest event and farm them. And the reason this works so well is a lot of times for these rapid kills, people shoot the zombies extremely quickly. And the thing is, I know it says rapid kills, but this challenge is kind of counterintuitive. You don't want to kill the zombies that quickly. If you rapidly kill the zombies and kill the zombies extremely quickly, you are not going to give enough time for more zombies to spawn in, especially if you're playing solo. 10 zombies in a harvest event aren't going to spawn in at one point in time. So that means you're going to have to start killing some of them, wait for some more to spawn in, and punching kind of gives you a good method of spacing it out. And on top of that, you don't have to worry about missed shots because you're punching, and you don't have to worry about reloading. So I'll show you how we do it, although we're going to want to get to the third objective here. So we punch this guy. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And it's honestly that simple. We could sit here and do all 50 of these. And as you see, as we're punching this one, it gives more zombies more time to spawn in. You might want to build up a few before we start it. Last time we let a few build into the map. And here we go. I've now moved it to the last objective in this area. And once you have it on the third one, zombies only come in through these 2 windows and they funnel in pretty quickly. And yeah, the 10 rapid kills is the easiest camo challenge for like all the weapons, especially when you're doing the punching method. But it's probably the most boring because essentially all it is just slowly spacing out your kills to do 10 in a row. And yeah, there's 1 carnage medal and it just sucks. Honestly, doing 50 of them doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I feel like these are almost just as annoying to do as the bloodthirsty or the jackrabbits. And you only have to do 20 jackrabbits. But yeah, you can see the zombies are spawning in fast enough that as long as you're not rapidly punching them as they spawn in, you're going to very quickly get all 10 rapid kills. And this is really it. It's rinse and repeat. And usually when I'm doing this strat, I have someone behind me watching their spawn and I just sit and punch, and not really AFK because you're sitting here pressing a button, but you're just sitting here pressing the same button over and over again. And yeah, all these kills count for pack-a-punch kills. And this is how the grind on this game goes. If you want to, once you finish your critical kills, honestly, just sit in a corner. Like, let's find a good corner. There's tons of good corners you can sit in. We could probably just sit right here. And we could just punch zombies and watch a TV show, occasionally looking over. And over time, given about an hour, you will have all 4,000 kills you need. And that's it. After this, after the 10 rapid kills and the 4,000 kills well packed, all we have left is to get the boomy guys and the gunner guys, which you guys know how to do that. Just go to the next wave and keep going in the hub area. Go around the entire hub and kill them all off. And that's really this entire camo grind. That's how you do every single challenge. It only takes about an hour and a half once you've got the gun level 70, as long as you get the right covenants. But it is going to be about the most boring hour and a half you've ever had, because it is legitimately sitting here punching zombies. And as I said at the beginning of the video, to speed this up, if you want to make this go by faster, all you got to do is get more people in your game. If you have a chance to AFK accounts, let's say you're playing on PlayStation, I don't know if there's split screen for this game, but if you've got 2 consoles and you're able to join your own game on a secondary account, that alone is going to massively speed up the spawns. And I'd recommend turning off the audio because these runes make a super annoying ringing sound. But yeah, that is how you get all 3 of the gold snipers in one single day. It's super simple. Anyone can do this in one day. You can get 1 gold weapon in about an hour and a half. After it's leveled up, leveling it up in MP takes about 3 hours. So that's 3 hours each for leveling it up. So that's going to be 9 hours. And then after they're leveled up, it's about an hour and a half each to get them gold. So completely doable in one day, but I wouldn't recommend it. Honestly, this game is better played in small increments. Honestly, just get 1 gold gun in a day, call it a day. But yeah, that is the full complete guide to getting the diamond snipers here in zombies. And I don't have anything else to say. If you guys have any additional tips besides what I showed here, I think I try to cover just about everything. But if you have any additional tips, definitely let me know in the comments below. That way, if people are watching this video and they need additional help, that will be in the comments. And on top of that, stuff that I can improve on my next video. Because like I said, I do want to make a guide, a full in-depth guide on everything you could possibly need to know for this grind for every single weapon class. And this is our first one here. So any improvements, leave them below. But yeah, with that, guys, I'm going to sign out. Hopefully you guys have a ton of fun going out there and grinding your golden snipers. I do have exclusive Facebook videos posted almost every single day on Facebook if you want to check that out in the description below. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Oh, hey there. Thank you for watching the entire video. I've got to take this last moment here to give a huge thanks to everyone who became a Twitch sub or a YouTube member, and an extra special thanks to those who have taken above and beyond and became an Unlock Plus Plus member on YouTube. We've got the 2x Trader Purple. We've got the most OP Gobblegum ever, Round Robin. We have the hero Arrow Pharaoh, and then we've got the absolute legend Peyton Perkins. Once again, got to get a huge thanks to all of them for becoming Unlock Plus Plus members here on YouTube.